Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib respond to Palestinian ban on LGBTQ demonstrations. They state LGBTQ rights are human rights. Now, these two names are quite infamous right now. There's been a lot of banter about them, including US President Donald Trump, who has actually mentioned them by name and got himself involved in the spats with them. In 2018, Tlaib won the Democratic nomination for the United States House of Representatives. She ran unopposed in the general election and became the first Palestinian American woman in Congress, the first Muslim woman to serve in the Michigan legislature, and, with Ilhan Omar, one of the first two Muslim women elected to Congress. I wanted to bring up something I found really interesting. Both of these Muslim women are known for criticizing Israel. And because there's been a lot of attention on them, they've also received a lot of hatred. Not just that, but because of what they have said, they have got a lot of respect for themselves in the Palestinian community, and also I would think in the larger Muslim community. But here, what they're doing is something quite amazing. They're criticizing Palestine, and even more, some would argue they're going against their own religious teachings. So in this article in the New York Daily News, U.S. Representatives Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar have criticized a ban on LGBTQ demonstrations in the West Bank announced by the Palestinian Authority over the weekend. The two progressive lawmakers, who have been in the middle of a news firestorm after the Israeli government denied them entry into the country, took to Twitter on Monday evening to express their support for the LGBTQ rights organization Al-Qaus and against a decision by Palestinian police. The Al-Qaus for Sexual and Gender Diversity in Palestinian Society is a grassroots activist group whose mission is to transform Palestinian society's perspectives on gender and sexual diversity, homosexuality, and LGBT issues. LGBTQ rights are human rights, and we should condemn any effort to infringe upon them, Omar wrote after news of the ban gathered steam on social media. But we should also condemn any effort to equate this with the occupation or use this as a distraction. Now, she basically then was asked for more details, and she was more specific, and she retweeted 5 ways to support Palestinian queers. Al-Qaus said that the spokesperson for the Palestinian Authority Police had announced the police would prohibit any event organized or held by Al-Qaus for gender and sexual diversity in Palestinian society, adding the authorities claimed that such demonstrations went against traditional Palestinian values and accused them as foreign agents. The group called the police's statements unacceptable and wrote that the crackdown against the fight for sexual and gender liberation is not new. Throughout modern history, it has served as a powerful card for oppressive regimes and governments. The ban came after Al-Qaus held a meeting in Nablus, a city in the northern West Bank, earlier this month. Considering that many people think that these guys are closet Islamists, this is a furthest thing from what an Islamist would do. An Islamist would want to implement Sharia law, not fight for the right for them to publicly protest and demonstrate and saying that they have rights too, that their rights are human rights. They are using their position to say and do the right thing, to speak up for one of the most oppressed minorities in the Middle East. So here you have 2 Muslim women who are making a very bold statement. What's next? Supporting the rights of apostates and freedom of religion? Who knows? Maybe. And, in more positive news, statistics show that the American Muslims are overall more accepting of homosexuality than ever before in America, obviously. This is really positive, and I hope it continues. You may not like these congresswomen or agree with everything they say, but I think they deserve some credit here for going against the grain, going against the community's traditional values and the overall sentiments and Islamic values, especially in Palestine, and standing up for the rights of minorities there. I mean, what stronger statement can you get than a Palestinian woman who is a US congresswoman saying, hey guys, you guys need to give them their rights too. Here I am fighting for you, fighting for your country, and you guys are oppressing people. I mean, how much of a more powerful statement can you get than that from these particular women? That's all I have to say on this topic. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my support page for details on how you can support me to make more videos. Thank you so much for everyone who continues to support me and those who have already supported me financially on Patreon or PayPal. This is Abdullah Samir signing out.